With 2019 being the 40th anniversary of the Gundam franchise, we were kinda expecting these to come out anytime this year. And of course, now we finally have the first look of the Casio G-Shock and also Gundam collaboration. 4 different mobile suits and 4 different watches. First one, of course, is based on the Granddaddy RX-78-2. Was kind of disappointed that they only have the red, blue, but the dash of yellow was kind of missing from the watch. Well, at least it looks pretty neat in its red and blue and white package. The one that I'm actually really looking forward to is a Zaku. It is all red and black, and of course, it doesn't actually come with a haro, but it comes with a Zaku head case that comes together with the watch, which I thought was a really amazing choice. Plus, it is also the cheapest among all 4 watches that's going to be released by Casio. So I'm not sure whether fans will actually flock to the Zaku a lot more, because I have to say the Zaku watch definitely looks a lot better than the RX-78-2 watch from G-Shock. The other collaboration that's coming out, this one is a bit more subtle. This is the Unicorn, a little bit more expensive at 1,190 yuan or renminbi, that's Chinese currency, because they're the first to release the info. That's gonna cost you somewhat about 100 plus to 200 US dollars. So as you can see, the Unicorn model itself, there's not much coloring or silhouette based on the watch face itself, and it's all mainly on the strap, which I think it's a little bit too subtle. Maybe you want to opt for the most expensive model as part of this collaboration is actually the Banshee. Now the Banshee is one of the most expensive model here of all 4 different watches that's been released by G-Shock Casio. It's about 1,690 yuan or renminbi, and that's close to about 250 US dollars. I was just kind of disappointed that for both the Unicorn Banshee and also the RX-78-2, they only included the haro instead of maybe a Banshee head or Unicorn head, because they actually came up with the Zaku head for the Zaku watch. So hey, why not do the same for the other models, right? So all in all, I think the price is relatively affordable. If you have checked out the older releases of collaboration between G-Shock and Gundam, you realize that the older releases were a lot more expensive. So this time around, this is definitely a lot more affordable official watches from G-Shock and also Bandai. Now a little bit about Gunpla news. There's a new master grade Shallon Endless Watts version coming out. This is Shallon Gundam Endless Watts. It actually comes with the Liaoya unit. This is good news and bad news depending on how you see it, because a few years back, Daban, the third party, bootlegger, already released the Liaoya unit about a few years back. So some of you may have already gotten it, and you're probably gonna skip it if you already have the regular version of the Shallon Gundam. But for those of you who don't have the Shallon Gundam, I suppose this is the one that you want to get. The other bad news is this is of course a premium Bandai exclusive, so be ready to fork out a little bit more. It's going at 4,800 plus yen. This is excluding shipping. So for Gundam Wing fans, will you guys be getting this? Let me know. If you've already seen Gundam Narrative, by now no doubt you have probably already gotten the Sinanju Stein Narrative version. And Bandai decided to release a special extra finish version. This is only available at the Gundam Base Tokyo. So if you're going to be at Japan visiting Gundam Base Tokyo, I would highly recommend getting this kit. I would have to say that the extra finish in the silver tone definitely looks a lot better compared to the original version. Some of you who have gotten the original version, I would highly recommend spraying it matte finish. That gives it kind of a different interesting look. The other interesting non-Gundam related releases are actually the SDCS Bazin Kaiser, coming at 1,836 yen. I would have to say that surprisingly it looks pretty okay, compared to the normal version of the Mazinger. So for those of you who love the old robots, from the Super Generation Robot Wars, this is definitely right up your alley. The other one that's coming out, of course, is the SDCS Together. And again, at 1,836 yen, the Together seems kind of bland to us. And for 1,836 yen, I would rather get the Mazin Kaiser compared to the Getter. The Getter just doesn't seem that great in terms of the proportion or the overall look. I am probably going to be skipping this. It's an easy miss for me. So is this a reboot or a rehash? I'm not really very sure, but apparently Bandai just set up a new page for LBX, little better experience, and they are relatively cheap at 1,000 plus yen. For me, I have no experience with the LBX line, even though I've seen them across in many departmental stores and also hobby stores. And my guess is, this line is really meant for younger kids. So I've not seen the anime before, can't really confirm whether this is going to be a reboot or a rehash of the older kids in new form. So for those of you who have built LBX before, do let us know, are LBX fun to build? How's the quality like? Because from the official pictures here, you can really tell that these are very heavily painted kits with a lot of shading done, and makes the kit look so much better. Especially the LBX Deco, the Emperor, those guys looks really awesome. One thing that I noticed was, most of the main characters are priced relatively quite affordable, and the two main villains of the series, the Emperor and the other guy, I can't remember his name, were the two most expensive kit in the LBX line. So for those of you who have built the LBX before, please share your opinion with me. And if you have not, will you be getting into this line? Because they are relatively cheap, but yeah, they do seem kind of kiddish to me as well. And we finally have the pictures of the Reborn 1/100 scale Vinagina 2, and this kit definitely looks spectacular. I really love the clear parts that's included into it, and also the lens. The only thing that's a bit disappointing, of course, is the color red they've chosen for this kit. The red just doesn't seem to pop like the Ferrari red that we have come to know and love from Bandai. But hey, then again, this is a premium Bandai kit. In terms of water decals, it's quite limited. There's the emblem on the head unit and also on the shield. That's pretty much it. For close to 4,000 yen, and this being a premium Bandai, we'll probably give this a skip. The other Reborn 1/100 scale that's going to be coming out very soon is the Zaku 2 FZ, and I have to say that surprisingly the Zaku 2 FZ looks good in Reborn 1/100 scale, and Bandai seems to have given a little bit more engineering thought to a Reborn 1/100 scale kit, because previously if you have built Reborn series kits, you will know that in terms of articulation it's kind of lacking. So this time around it seems to have a lot more movement points, even for the arm to pivot front and back. So that's quite promising. And lastly, the official pictures from the Master Grade Gundam NT-1 version 2.0. This kit is quite exciting for us, especially coming in 2019, because there seems to be a lot of gimmicks going in for this kit in terms of the exoskeleton around the mobile suit for you to fit in the additional armor, and in the armor itself there's a lot of hidden gimmicks such as the opening of hatches, hidden weapons, and if you look closely into the shield as well, there's also a hidden compartment to reveal a blaster rifle of sorts and also missiles. I really am quite excited about this kit, and hopefully we'll get this coming very soon, and I'm sure a lot of you guys will be building this with better damage effect. So that's our video for today. Quite a lot of new releases and exciting announcement from Bandai, but the one that we are actually quite excited about is of course the Casio and Gundam Soso Sunrise collaboration for the watches. The Zaku watch definitely seems to be interesting if we can get our hands on it. So until next time, do let us know what you think about all the new releases, and we hope to see you soon.